database management systems. I'm Wamalo Wekesa Job. I'm going to take you through DBMS, whereby we are going to create a database. We are also going to create tables. We are going to insert values into our tables. We are also going to update values into our tables. We are going to delete. We do table joining. We back up our database, and finally we are also going to recover our database. So to do it, I'm going to open my SQL server, whereby we are going to use it to execute our programs. Okay, I had already created my database, so what I'm going to show you here is just what I had done. So the thing is just executing in the server. So the first thing, I'm going to create the database called user enterprises. Okay, I'm going to create the database called user enterprises. And then I'll have to execute. We have to wait for it to execute. Let's wait. Okay, the database has executed. The commands have completed successfully. So the next thing we're going to do is to use the database we had created. So we type use database. So we are going to use the user enterprises database. So let's execute also. Okay, after that, what we are going to do so far, we are going to create tables. So as you see in my Word document, I have the shareholders table, I have also the customers table, I have also the debtors, products table, and employees table. All belong to user enterprises database. So we are going to create the tables. So the first thing, I'm going to create the shareholders table. Let's create the shareholders table. Okay, we're supposed to execute. Okay, the commands have completed successfully. So after creation of shareholders tables, I'm going to insert the values into the shareholders tables. Okay, so let me look for those values. The shareholders table, which is table 1. So we are going to insert into shareholders tables. Okay, let's wait. So I'm going to insert the values into the shareholders tables, whereby I have some rows which are going to complete successfully. So let's execute. Okay, the rows have been created successfully. So whenever you want to see whether your table has been created successfully, we'll use the command select. We have the asterisk from the table which you have created, which is shareholders. Then the comma, the semicolon, so you execute. So as you can see, the table has been successfully created and the values have been successfully inserted. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create the second table, which is the customers tables. So I'm going to create the customers table. Let's wait. So I will execute. The customers table has been created successfully. So I'm also going to insert the values into the customers tables. The values into the customers tables. Let's do the insertion. Okay, let's do the insertion with the customers table. Okay, those are the values in the customers table. So let me execute. Okay, the rows has been affected successfully. That's to mean the values has been inserted into the table. So like I've told you, whenever you want to see whether the values have been inserted or you want to see if your table has been created, we use the command select asterisk from the database, the table that you've used, which is customers table. Customers table. Let's execute. Yeah, as you can see, the table has been successfully created and also the values has been inserted successfully. So what we're going to do next is to create our third table, which is the data's table. The data's table. Let's create the data's table. Let's wait. I'm going to create the data. Let me execute. Okay, the table has been created successfully. So we are going to do the insertion of the values for the data's table. So I'm going to insert the values. Let's wait. Okay, let me execute. The values have been successfully inserted. Let's check whether they are in the table. We just select from the table which is data. Okay, the table has been successfully created. As you can see, we have the values there, ID, transaction number, the values are there in. So what you're going to do next is to create the fourth table. Going to create the fourth table. So the fourth table is the products table. The products table. The products table. Let me execute. Okay, it has been created successfully. So let us insert our values for the products table, which is table number 4. Just insert. Let's insert the values. Okay, it's there. Let's execute. Yeah, it's okay. It has been created successfully. So we can also check select from. Oh, I'd forgotten the asterisk. Select from the table which is products table. Just execute. Oh, it's there. It has been created successfully. So what we are going to do next is to create our fifth table. Our fifth table. Okay, I'm sorry, I had forgotten. I've forgotten one value, the one row. So let's just insert it there. And before we proceed to the next level, let's insert before we proceed in the next level. Okay, we have 5 values. Let's see the products table. Okay, we had forgotten the utensil, the one for the utensils. Let's execute and see. Okay, it has been successfully inserted. So let's go to the fifth table. Which is the employees table. First, we're supposed to create that table, the employees table, using the create table syntax. In the create table syntax, let's execute. Okay, as you can see, it has been completed successfully. So what you have to do then is just inserting the values of the employees table. Let's insert the values. Let's insert the values. Sometimes it takes long, but you have to be patient. Let's execute it. Okay, it has been inserted successfully. So we can check using select from from employees. Let's execute. Okay, it's there. As you can see, it has been inserted. The values are there in the ID, salary, address, and name attributes. The values inserted in. So that's all to do with the table creation and inserting values into your tables. So the next thing, we are going to update some values. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to update some values in the shareholders table, the employees table, and also in the customers table. So let me do the updating. Let me do the updation. Okay. Let's be patient. Let me do the updating. Let's execute. As you can see, it has been updated. So the value set shares 1500. We are supposed to set the shares 1500 where the ID is 3. So let's try to check using select from the asterisk, select from the table which is the shareholders. The shareholders table. Let's execute. Yes, as you can see, where the ID is 3, the value has been updated to 15,000. Yeah, like it was there in the program. So that's one of the updation. The next updation, I'm going to update the employees. The employees table. Let's update it. I have to copy. So Control V. Let's execute. And we'll have to wait for it to execute. Okay, we'll have just to wait until it completes the execution. Okay, it has successfully executed. So what you're supposed to check, whether it has successfully updated the information that we wanted to update. So it's select from employees in the semicolon. Let's execute. Okay, as you can see, it has been updated successfully. Yeah, it has been updated successfully. So the next thing, we are going to do the deletion. So let's do the deletion. Hope we're going to do the deletion in the employees table. Let's try and see what it will give us. Let's try and see what it will give us. Okay. So we are going to delete from the employees table where the ID is 77. So where the ID is 77, we're going to delete it. So let's execute. Yeah, as you can see, it's there. So we can check whether the ID is number 77, it has been deleted, the row. Let's check whether it has been deleted. Select from employees. Select from employees, semicolon. Let's check. Wow, as you can see, the ID named number 77 is not there. That's to mean it has been deleted successfully. So that's all about updation, deletion. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the table joining. The table join, I had already done it, so I'm going to join some 3 tables here. I'm going to join some 3 tables. Let's go ahead and join the table. Let's go ahead and join our table. Okay. Select. So I'm going to join some tables here. Let's wait. So I'm going to join the shareholders table, of which I've given it the abbreviation of SHH. We have the customers table, I've given it the cast. We have the data table, and we also have the, I think it's supposed to be up to the data table. Okay, let's get rid of that. So you write the command select from shareholders and join the customers, which is cast. So to make sure that the values execute successfully, you must make sure that the attributes and also the values are the same. For example, in the shareholders table and the customers table, when you join the shareholders table and also the customers table, you must use the same attribute, a similar attribute, and also the values. So let's go ahead and execute and see whether it will do successfully. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait and see. Yeah, as you can see, our tables have been joined successfully. So the shareholders table starts from here where we have the ID and ends where we have the shares. And our customers table starts from the ID and ends up to the address. We have also the data table, it starts from the ID and it ends to the name. So this is how you can join your tables successfully. Okay, so the next thing after table joining, we are going to do the database backup. Simply database backup, you can just do it manually. What you can do, let's refresh here. Let's refresh and see. Let's wait until it executes. Let's try to wait. Let's wait. You know, sometimes it takes a very long time, but hope it's coming. Okay. Let's wait. Okay, here it is, our database. So by backing up, you can just right click on the database, right click, then you go to tasks. After tasks, you go to backup. Let's wait, please. Okay, here it is. So here is where we want to do our backup. So what you're supposed to do, you remove the enterprises, the user enterprises from the local disk, which is disk C. Let's remove. The other, let's go ahead and add the place where we're going to backup. So let's get through this one. Okay, here it is. So let's choose the place where we want to backup our database. So let's say we are going to backup it in local disk D. Local disk D. Let's wait. Local disk D. So we are going to back up into the SQL, the SQL part, the SQL folder, the local disk D. Okay, here it is. So we are supposed to name our database, how it's going to appear in that place of the of the computer. So let's name it user enterprises, dot backup, which is BAK. Then we click OK. After clicking OK, yes, here also we click OK. So after that, as you can see, it's here in the disk D and also the SQL folder. Here is our database. So what you can either use two methods. We have the script method, and also we have the you can just click here OK, and it will be directly backed up. So let's use the script method. Let's wait. Let's use the script method. Let's wait. It's coming. Let's wait. It's coming. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So we want to back up. We want to back up to disk D. To disk D. We want to back up it here. No in it. So let's try name. Then we execute. Okay, as you can see, it has executed very well. So it has been backed up. It has been backed up to local disk D. Let's check where it is. So we're supposed to go to local disk D. Local disk D. We check into the SQL folder. It is here. The SQL folder. So as you can see, the user enterprises.BAK. This one in small letters. It exists here. So that's to mean our database has been backed up successfully to another disk. Okay, has been backed up successfully to another disk. Another method is by clicking the OK that I had told you earlier. So what you're supposed to do, let's delete it here from here first. Okay, let's delete it. Let's delete it. Let's wait until it deletes successfully. Is when we'll try the other method. As you can see, it has been deleted. So let's try the other way around and see whether it does the same like the one we had done. Just click OK, allow it to execute. Let's wait until it executes. Let's wait until it executes. Okay. Let's wait, please. Okay, here it is. Here it is. So just click OK. Then whenever we go to our folder, I'm sure you're supposed to find it over there. Supposed to find it over there. Okay, here it is. Here it is. As you can also see it. There it is. So the last thing we're going to do is data recovery. So in data recovery, I had written my program here for data recovery. You can recover from where you had put your information. So let me just select this and we see how the data has been recovered. So here it is, and I've already done it. So you just execute. Just execute. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So what you're supposed to do, let's try to refresh the database place and see if it has been recovered. If our data has been recovered. Let's check. Let's check, please. Let's be patient. Okay, here it is. Here it is. It's User Enterprises 334. As you can see, whenever you click here, the information that is found in the User Enterprises, which is our initial database, is also found in this recovered database. So recovery just helps us to find our information. Maybe you had lost your information, but whenever you do the recovery, you restore. Okay, you restore your database. It comes the way it was. It comes the way it was. So I think I think that's the end of my presentation on database. I think that's the end of my presentation on database. Okay, bye.